What is up, guys? Mcdoubles back again with a brand new video, and today I've got a special, pretty cool theory-crafted build for you guys. Brand new, combining something that is genuinely new with my own personal taste. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let's jump right in. Okay, guys, so first and foremost, you definitely did vote for seeing a little bit more of the Crusher build at max. I did give you one video on it, but of course, the poll would imply that you get another. And of course, one might happen. I've gotten more gear, but I do just quickly want to show you what happens when you try to play Project Ascension at max level as a casual player who, hasn't already farmed every single perfect piece of gear and 2200 rating for the perfect PvP weapons. Okay, so the only way that I can get more gear is by doing these daily quests, but the people that hang out at these daily quest hubs are already fully geared. Nice!
Later that same evening.
Please stop.
Bruh.
So basically, whenever I try to quest, there's always somebody with gear that is giving them an insurmountable advantage. And as you saw from the last clip, I got literally killed within 5 seconds, if that. And I couldn't move. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things where the things that I have to do to become strong enough to beat these guys require me to get farmed by those guys the entire time before I get there. So that is how Ascension Vanilla has always been, but TBC is not quite the same. In fact, I think TBC is a lot more balanced. So, I'm thinking, let's play some TBC. Okay, so now that you've seen it, and you kind of hopefully get it, you understand why what I would like to do is make a character doing something completely different, but I am sick of vanilla. I really don't love the vanilla balance. Not done with that server, but what I would like to do is try the Burning Crusade server for Project Ascension that has been out, that you can still play, the Wild Hammer server, and what I would like to do is give it a new try with a brand new build, obviously tackling Outland again. Outland, I think, being a genuine breath of fresh air that I really can't wait to get back into. And so let's just go ahead and take a look at the Theorycraft. If you want to skip the Theorycraft, the timestamp will be on the screen right now and also in the description below. But for those of you that want to see the Theorycraft, let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, so this is the build that we're going to go with. First and foremost, we're going to be using Charge, Judgment of Light, Seal of Righteousness, and Smite to start. Now, before you click away from the video because you think this is just a basic Retribution Paladin build, or perhaps you're ready, you cannot wait because you know you've been waiting for a Paladin build for a while and you want to see that DPS. To both of those parties, I have to say, it's not what you think. Okay, so we have the Exorcism skill card, we have an Aura of Experience, and we have the Sunder Armor, guys.
I'm so damn confused.
Okay, please don't freak out on me. I'm not an idiot. I didn't just put Sunder Armor on my character. No, in fact, I have a plan for this Sunder Armor, and it's going to be pretty interesting because we are going to get it at a pretty early level. This means that even though my build isn't really going to take off until probably level 60, we are still going to be able to do some pretty unique things while leveling with the plan I have in mind. So I'm actually going to be making a Twilight Paragon hybrid build. And the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to be ignoring part of the random enchant and really hyper focusing on half of it. But that half should be pretty interesting with the idea that I have in mind, so have some faith in me for a second. So Twilight Paragon, first and foremost, just came out like a week and a half ago. It's one of the brand new legendary random enchants, right up there with Locust Ranger, that Ascension has recently put into the game. Now this says when you deal damage with Smite and Holy Fire, you get a stack of Paragon of Light. This is going to increase your crit chance by 1% up to 10 times. But if you cast Exorcism with those stacks, you will consume those stacks, right? To inflict massive Twilight damage and making you a Paragon of Darkness for 5 seconds per stack consumed. Now, that Paragon of Darkness is going to increase the damage of my Mind Flay and make it deal additional Twilight damage. Now, we are not going to be using Mind Flay with this build, but what we are going to have is the Smite and the Exorcism. Now, because we don't really care about the stacks, this is what we plan to do with the build. What we plan to do is get off, if you look closely, a Exorcism that does Twilight damage. It says here, casting Exorcism reveals your true form, consuming the stacks to inflict massive Twilight damage. So it should be doing a lot of extra damage as long as I have a stack of Paragon of Light. Now you might be wondering, how are you supposed to get a stack of Paragon of Light if you're not free casting? And to that, I would have to introduce you to the Holy Priest talent, Surge of Light. Your direct damage and healing spell criticals have a 50% chance to cause your next smite or flash heal to be instant cast. So that is how we plan to get what we need for Twilight Paragon. Now, what we're also going to be doing with the Sunder Armor is using a RE that we've wanted to use but haven't quite found the right build for, called Sunder Soul. This makes it to where we replace my Sunder Armor spell with the Sunder Soul spell. It's a shadow melee attack that deals 70% of my weapon damage, but it also increases my spell critical strike chance against the target by 3%. This means I will be critting more often with the likes of Exorcism and Smite. Now this stacks up to 5 times for 15% spell critical strike chance. It also gives me soul shards, which means I could potentially utilize the Felguard pet. That could be quite interesting. But it doesn't even end there. I want to use some of these more out there enchants, the ones that require you to do damage with one type, one school of magic, one type of damage, in order to increase the damage of another. In this case, I want to use Return to the Light. Now, let me read this to you the way it reads with our build plan. Dealing damage with Sunder Soul increases the damage of my Smite and Exorcism by 10%. Of course, starting at 2%, stacking up to 5%. But I'll be able to spam the Sunder Soul at a pretty quick pace because it will still cost rage, and we can genuinely reduce that rage cost to a dramatically lower amount. I could also utilize things like Caustic, which says when I deal damage with Sunder Soul, I have a chance to decrease the cost of my next Exorcism or Smite by 100%. That could solve mana problems. But if we don't really need that, we could also use something like Faithful Flex. I do think this is going to be a Crusader Strike Divine Storm build. So what this really says is when I do damage with Crusader Strike and Divine Storm, I increase my Exorcism and Smite damage by 2%, stacking up to 5, up to 10, just like Return to the Light. So that's potentially 20% increased holy damage for free. That's pretty good. And I think this might be good for both PvP and PvE, so I want to give it a go, and I think TBC is the perfect expansion to do it on. Now you might think I'm just saying that, but there's actually a special ability that does exist in TBC but does not exist in Vanilla called Avenging Wrath, which once again is going to be another way for me to increase my holy damage, but it is only obtainable at level 70. We can also get things like Seal of Vengeance. Now, we do plan, as you see, to use the Seal of Righteousness. However, if I were to get Seal of Vengeance, I would definitely be replacing my Seal of the Righteousness with this, because it's basically the same thing, but it does dot damage, and it just hits harder. So I don't see why I wouldn't want that. So overall, I'm very excited about the potential of this build, the Twilight Paragon hybrid with the increased XP, the Exorcism skill card, and the Sunder Armor skill card. So, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let's actually get into the playthrough now. And for those of you that skipped ahead, I hope you guys are ready for some Twilight Paragon hybrid. So one thing I really like about TBC is, first and foremost, I actually get pretty early access to my game-changing abilities. Things like Art of War, getting it at level 40 is a whole lot different than getting it at level 40 in Vanilla, because in Vanilla, I only have 20 levels to use it, but in TBC, I have 30, and the last 10 take a much longer time, which means it feels longer, which means I feel like I'm actually getting to play my build at certain power spikes in a more unique way that I'm really not seeing in Vanilla with most things, because you really don't get access to most your core stuff until 40, 50, 60 anyway. So the Art of War, Exorcism, Sunder Soul, these are going to be things I get very, very early. I'm going to have both of my skill cards learned by level 20, which is pretty good. And I'm going to have my Surge of Light and full combo ready by 40. That's pretty sick as well. So we're going to be able to use this entire build very early on. And we have the core. We are ready to go when it comes to the core. We don't need anything else. All we need right now are defensive cooldowns and gap closers. Really, as long as I get that kind of stuff, I think I'll be just fine. So I'm excited. Let's get to level 10 real quick and see what our first ability is going to be. Level 11, actually.
We will have justice.
And there we go, guys. That's the Sunder Armor. So as soon as level 15, I'll be able to slap a trinket on with the random enchant, and we'll be able to use that Sunder Armor to its fullest effect as a spammable called Sunder Soul, which is kind of like a slightly crappier Sinister Strike right now. So the goal is to go to Orgrimmar, sell off some of this stuff, and start leveling in the Barrens, where I'm pretty sure I can get to level 20 very fast, and we'll be able to go high risk mode and look for people to fight.
Wow, this is garbage.
Overpower, not that great. Really not going to use it at all. Definitely going to re-roll it as soon as possible. Okay, this should be level 14. Let's see what we get. Interesting. Shadow Bolt, hello? I really didn't expect to get that. I don't really think it goes with this particular version of the build. We could always go for the backlash talent. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. If we get hit by a physical attack, we have a chance to make our next Shadow Bolt 100% free and instant cast. But really what I was thinking is that it might actually help me stack the random enchants we have planned. And I do have the Sunder Soul enchant ready to go for level 15. So just one more level and that's what we can do. And nice, I got the Burnished Tunic. Really happy about that. 6 strength, 3 stamina. Since so many people play on the League realms, most of the people that are playing on the TBC server right now are max. So I don't think the auction house is full of a lot of low level gear. It's definitely fine for the max level stuff though. But that's the thing, you guys should play TBC again. Aren't you sick of vanilla? I mean, come on, man. Alright, level 18, guy. Wow, interesting. The Flame Shock is complete garbage. We are definitely not going to use Flame Shock with this build. That's really disappointing. I don't need any more garbage that really I can't use. I mean, for now, until I get my instant smites and instant exorcisms, I guess it's okay. But hey, I can put on the Burnished Tunic now, and I can put on the Insignia of the Alliance. So you can actually see it right here. Sunder Soul, really excited to use this one, guys. Again, up to 15% spell crit, 70% weapon damage, 15 rage, and it counts as giving me a soul shard, which is great because I could potentially use a demon. There we go, level 19, guys. One more level to go. We can go high risk mode, and we get a brand new ability. And level 21, guys, in the Echiaki quest, which is a free level 22. And there's the exorcism, so that is pretty sick. Now, we don't quite have the instant exorcisms, and of course, high risk mode. Hopefully we find some people to fight. But we'll have them as early as level 40, and by then we'll have the Surge of Light procs as well. I think at that point, we will pick up the Twilight Paragon enchant. The reason I'm not going to grab it now is because I can't really get any of the benefits from it until these two things become instant cast. Alright, Echiaki, let's do it. Exorcism. Yeah, easy. I'll take it. Echiaki's hide. Alright, that's definitely going to be level 22, guys, so a brand new ability. Alright, level 22. Oh my god, the Icy Veins. That's not what I'm looking for, man. Not only is it once again taking a talent from me, but I'm not a caster, so the only thing I'm really getting from this is an uninterruptible spell for its duration, which is quite interesting. You know, by that I mean no pushback, and also immune to interrupt and silence effects. But here's the thing, I don't have a heal yet, so until I get a heal, it's really not that great considering we plan to instant cast both of our offensive spells. I know that after I put the video out, there's going to be a lot more people on this server than there are right now. But I feel like the next video is going to have a lot more PvP in it. And I do encourage all of you to come try to find me. Alright guys, level 24. Let's see what we get. Disengage? Damn. Alright, Feint. Forms of Feint, causing no damage but lowering my threat. Yeah, nobody cares. If used on a player, you gain a buff, which causes the next melee or ranged ability used on you. Okay, yeah, I remember this now. This is pretty good. Kind of have to time it right before an ability that's really going to clap you comes out. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's like some kind of random enchant for it that makes it kind of sleeper OP. Interesting. So we have both Repartee. I think that's how, maybe it's just Repartee. Using the Feint ability allows the use of Riposte. Don't have that. Fancy Footwork teaches you an upgraded version of Feint, which works as a finishing move. That's a weird one, but it looks like it's just free damage at the end of the day that you just kind of keep up on a cooldown. Something that I can't really use, but yeah. Well, I guess we'll just use it for what it is. Desperate Prayer, man. I will take it. I love Desperate Prayer. It's just a pretty, you know, more good while leveling type of thing, but it's a pretty good defensive cooldown. I will take that for sure. Alright, I'm happy with that. Let's see what we get. Again, going for that consecration. No talent points open. Alright. I just don't want the Flame Shock, man. Huh? Oh my god, Ritual of Summoning is awful, dude. And it is as a direct result of the Sunder Soul, so punished. Anyway, let's just go straight to the 1,000 Needles. Who cares? Level 24, but I've got a partner, so we should be fine. And that'll be pretty good XP. I'll give the Barons a quick go around and just to see if anybody's here so we can fight. But yeah, other than that, I think 1,000 Needles is definitely in my sight. Alright, and Watch Japani right here. That's going to be pretty decent XP as well. He's going to end up dropping an item just like the one we had earlier. And that's probably going to be level 25. So I'm glad I went this way and saw it because I really wasn't thinking about it at first. It ended up being a pretty good decision. But unfortunately, there is nobody here. There we go, level 25. Alright, I just had an idea. If I can't find somebody to fight, I can just duel my friend. Right? Hey, we're equal gear. It's all about who has the better build. And we're not even ready right now. So let's go for it. We're going to both try to charge. Alright, Judgment first. Sunder Armor. And I'm just going to keep doing that. I get Rage from that. Wow. Just going to finish him off with the Exorcism. Nice. Okay, I'll take it. The damage is not even bad right now. Sunder Soul is really good. And I apologize if I call it Sunder Armor sometimes. It's going to be a difficult transition. Sunder Soul is a completely made up spell. That's what I like about it. Completely custom. But anyway, alright. 1,000 Needles we go, guys. Level 25. Okay, so we ran all the way to these level 30 Wyverns at this hot spot over here. This should be a massive amount of XP, and because they're level 30, we can actually stick around for a while. Although, as you can see, they're a struggle. Alright, there we go. That's level 26. Let's finish off this one, too. Is that slow? Shackle Undead, of course. It's slow is level like 40 or something, right? If you don't know, it's essentially like CC for an undead pet. But of course, Death Knights aren't a thing. You can get an undead pet through a random enchant, but not that many people use it. So this is basically useless. We're not even in the Wrath expansion, so yeah, we're going to get rid of that ASAP. And that's level 28. And we got Slow Fall. I'll take that. It's a pretty sick combo because I can get 3% crit from Heart of the Crusader and 3% crit from my Sunder Soul. Of course, that crit from the Sunder Soul stacks. Okay, level 30, man. Will we get the Wind Fury? Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Yeah, that's not what I wanted, guys. That's pretty bad. The Scare Beast is Shackle Undead, but better, okay? Because there's going to be more hunter pets in the universe and Druid cat form, travel form, like we're seeing right here, type of things in the world. Then there are going to be, you know, undead, obviously. All right, so that's 3 out of 3 in Crusade. I think we're good. We're going to keep farming these guys until we can't farm them anymore, man. It's just too good of XP. Level 31. Okay, so I want to show you guys the Sunder Armor right now, level 31. Just look at this. So I'm going to go ahead and Judgment first for the crit and just watch the damage. I'm spamming 100s, man. It's pretty nice. I don't even have good gear. Is that Slice and Dice? No, Sweeping Strikes. Oh my god, does that work with Sunder Soul? Wow, that's actually pretty damn sick. I'm going to get 10 Sunder Souls off while this is active on targets. And I can't be blocked, which could be good. You never know. But again, like, I'm just happy to have that. It's good for PvE. And TBC PvE is so much better, in my opinion at least, than vanilla PvE. Ooh, 649 now with the Exorcism. Yeah, I did actually go into Holy Spec for 100% increased critical strike damage with my Holy Spells. Overall, that's a pretty big win when it comes to both my Smite and my Exorcism. Alright, man, let's go ahead and duel Orin again. Start off with the Judgment. And I need some autos. There we go. Nice, he has the Gouge. There's the Sunder Soul. I have the Desperate Prayer and Faint. Nice, I think I got that on the Exorcism. I think that happened. And by Exorcism, I meant Eviscerate. I just wanted him to get off a few SS's first, and then I was like, okay, let's Faint and see if maybe we can pull it off. I don't know if I got it, but it's pretty cool if I did it. It looked like the red animation came up right when I did it.
Nope.
This motherfucker don't miss.
Alright, level 34, guys. Is that Flame Tongue weapon? No, Flame Tongue Totem. Okay. Well, it's actually not that bad. It's pretty good. For PvE especially. For everything, really. It's just more damage. Ooh, Humbert's Helm. I'll definitely take that. And, of course, they win it. Okay, guys, so I went ahead and I got a Fiery War Axe. Pretty good proc here, and it's a heck of a lot better than my Polished Zweihander of the Tiger, so I will take it. But, yeah, 93 to 143, kind of fast for a two-handed weapon, but I think with Judgment and Sunder Soul right now, you know, maybe getting these extra Fiery Balls is really going to help my DPS, because until we have those instant Art of War procs, for the exorcism and the Surge of Light procs with the smite, you know, the damage is just not as good as it could be. Lucky for us though, we get both of those in just 5 levels. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get rid of the Ritual of Summoning. Let's see if we get something a little bit more useful. Alright, let's see what we get. Hopefully it's CC or an Interrupt. Okay, Bear Form is not bad because we can immediately get rid of it, right? For free. Alright guys, let's see what we get from Bear Form. Fire Blast? Damn, that is not great. That's kind of like a slightly better Flame Shock. And so that is appreciated because I do think at low levels this is going to slap. In fact, yeah, 200 to 241 damage. That's my highest hitting spell other than Exorcism right now. And it's not even holy. I guess it's not going to be half bad while we're leveling. I'm going to go ahead and do this Lashtail Raptor quest. It shouldn't take me too long and it might even be like up to level 38. By the time we turn it in, which could be pretty great. But I've also got this Vile Reef quest I could do. It's pretty free. Okay, guys, let's get level 36. Nice, come on. Flash Heal? Flash of Light! Better, because this is the Paladin version. I was honestly anticipating the worst. Guys, if you haven't already caught on, Flash of Light is especially good because it works with my other abilities. In fact, it works specifically with Sanctity of Battle. You can see I get a guaranteed critical strike when I use Exorcism on my target. But that's not all, because I can also choose to get a free Flash of Light off with my Art of War procs instead of the Exorcism. This is incredibly synergistic and basically the best heal I could get right now. So that is awesome. I've also gone 3 points into Vengeance, a talent I don't get to use often, but I'm very excited to get my hands on. That's because it gives me 3% bonus to my holy damage, which is nice, including Crusader Strike and Divine Storm, which of course we will not get until, well, max. Well, actually 60 on this server, but it stacks up to 5 times, guys. That is freaking amazing. 15% bonus holy damage and Crusader Strike and Divine Storm damage, and all I have to do is basically spam my stuff and the Sunder Soul counts. So anyway, back to the Raptor quest. Let's get some more levels, guys. And level 37. Alright, and it's gonna be level 38, guys. Let's see what we get. Blink? Wow, holy shit, that's just wrong. That is so wrong on so many levels, man. Alright, okay, I guess we'll take it. Wow, I really thought that was going to be Blink. Alright, anyway, 2 more levels to go, and we do get some massive upgrades to the build, so let's just go ahead and power level towards that. Alright, let's turn this in. Level 39, guys. And I think this next quest will be level 40. Okay, this is going to be level 40, guys. Nice, we did it. This is the level. And we get something absolutely garbage, but luckily we do get a new Scroll of Fortune at this level, as you can see. And yeah, we can go ahead and reroll something useless for us. We have quite a few bad things. I'm going to get rid of probably Shackle Undead. And let's see what we get instead real quick. And then we'll check out our brand new talents. Can we get something usable? Interrupt. Interrupt. Damn hit. No, man. I'm not even allowed to be upset because it is an interrupt, but it's so bad. Alright, guys. Bash the target with your shield, dazing them and interrupting spellcasting, which prevents spells of that school from being cast for 4 seconds, but requires a shield. Yeah, so as you can see, now I have the macro that works. If I press W, I switch back to my axe, I start using Sunder Soul, I press Q, I'm on my sword and shield, or axe and shield, and I can begin going for the interrupt. So it's slightly delayed because you have to switch weapons, but it's basically, you know, the same. It's not bad, as you can see. So we'll take it. It actually does work, and we do build Rage already, so it's not like we have to go out of our way. But now we can actually grab the Art of War and max out the Sanctity of Battle. So let's go ahead and kill some mobs and see how it works. But okay, guys, let's go ahead and try the Art of War out on this guy right here. All right, we have it. 380, no crit. Let's try to get a crit. I did not crit. 410, no crit, and level 41, guys. All right, I'm going to try to stack up the Sunders to see if I can actually get a crit with this one. I want to see how high we could potentially hit. 796 crit. Hey, that's almost half of my health right now. I will take that. Okay, sick. This guy's gonna sell me the Paragon of Light enchant for only 10 gold. Oh, and by the way, there's Journeyman riding. So now we can go with the max movement speed until we get our flying mount. That's pretty good. If somebody can't afford that right now, I'm gonna have a definite advantage against them. But okay, guys, we are going to Teneris, and that is exactly where we're gonna pick it up in the next video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video with the Paragon of Light hybrid build, guys. So, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to give it a like and to subscribe. And I'm going to be giving out 2 loaded starter dice with this video. All you need to do to win is leave a comment in the comment section below, and I will pick 2 names in my next video and give it to you on the Wild Hammer realm. So, if you wanted to make a character on here, but you didn't have any way to guarantee your abilities, I've got you. So just leave a comment, and you will have a chance at getting your own loaded starter dice. Also, just worth a lot of gold, so there you go. But anyway, guys, I will see you in the next video. Mcdoubles out. Okay, let me show you guys Twilight Paragon before the video truly ends. So here we go. Smite on the boar. Exorcism on the boar. There we go. Okay, that's sick, guys.